How do you feel about the shooting in Orlando?
What am I supposed to feel other than anger? What am I supposed to feel other than anger? And these were innocent people. I'm not saying they were angels. We're human. But these are people that were innocent. And they were killed doing what they love to do. And to me, that whole thing just really symbolized really how close we are as humans, and we don't know it. We push each other away. Gay people, LGBT people, it's not just a black thing. It's not black people on the DL anymore. This is something that is worldwide. And this makes me feel better knowing that I'm not alone. It's all over the world. China, Paris, Milan, you know, the United States and Africa. This touched the world. You know, it's not about gay. I mean, trust me, any terrorist act is a horrible thing. Anywhere, even if it's two people, it's scary, it's horrific. For another human to think that he could take, and he's allowed to take other humans' lives is just disgusting. But it's obvious that it was a hate crime. And I really do pray for those families and the friends that were lost in that tragic incident. So I think moving forward, like, we're just stronger. We're stronger than we've ever been, you know, and it's not just LGBT. I think humans, they're hitting everyone. Everyone is getting hit. So it's time for us to all just come together.
Do you think there's a role between race and class being played for trans, like Caitlyn, for instance? It seems like she's accepted more amongst her peers and she's getting more endorsements and all that stuff. Do you think class and race plays into that?
Well, yeah, a lot of ways. But at the same time, I tell people all this, you can't be mad at Caitlyn. She's killing it. She's doing what she has to do. I can't be mad at her because she has a bomb team. That's hating on her. I can't be mad. Listen, if you want to be better than her, go get it. Do something remarkable. Do something amazing to make people give a fuck. You know, at the same time, there are girls, like you said, in the Bronx. There's a girl in Liberty City in Miami that just can't afford to transition. They can't afford it. And these, unfortunately, are the girls that get targeted the most because they're not as passable or their presentation isn't as smooth as others. And this is something that I really, really heavily want to be involved with at some point. You know, these girls need help. You know, a lot of times they can't afford to get medicine. And this, you know, hence they become prostitutes and escorts. And these are things that they have to do just to get by. So Caityln has had a platform for a long time, and she's utilizing it. A lot of people won't agree with how she's working it. You know, there are some things even I go, oh, okay, but that's her life. Yeah. She's still a trans woman, and guess what? There's a lot of women out here that are not representing women the best way either. I can name a few, a lot of them that are publicly. I mean, Madonna, she licked every ball and nut sack passed by her in the 80s and the 90s, but now she's musical royalty. But does she represent all women of the world? No, she's a woman that had a voice, a freedom. You know what I mean? Yeah. People should stop putting so much pressure on people because they feel like that's what they're supposed to be doing. At the end of the day, people have to remember Caitlyn is trying to live her life.
You've mentioned you could tell if a man is on the DL by his mannerisms. For our female viewers, what are some of the signs?
I mean, I really don't want to get into all that. It's just really deep because, you know, you have to just be in the life to know it. And not every sign applies to guys. Some guys are really feminine. Mm-hmm. I will say most of the time those are not the guys that you should worry about. I will leave it at that. The guys that I'll leave it. But yeah. So It really varies, honestly. You can never be too safe. Only thing I could do is just say protect yourself.
When you go on a first date, would you tell a man that you're trans?
Absolutely. I will always do that. I will do that before we even go anywhere. I don't want any surprises on my end or from him. It will be very known. There will be text messages to prove it that you know. There will be damn near emails. There will be something, you know, and I advise all trans women to do that, to be on the safe side, because a lot of times these guys like to flip the script and act like they don't know anything, you know, especially after sex. You know, and this is when these trans girls lash out, when they feel like they've been used or lied to or even, you know, just manipulated, you know. I just couldn't even enjoy myself, you know, without someone knowing. I think as I go more and more public, it's going to be hard for me not to tell anyone, you know, unless they just don't know who I am, you know. So, but that's no fun, sitting with someone and they're laughing and don't know who you are. Like, yeah.
Look, I work with them on Mad. Good guys. Good heart. Good guys. Give you the shirt off their back. Is it ironic? Is it a coincidence that most of their friends are white and got white wives? They like white women? I mean...
And they develop envy because they go home. They get out the car with their friend, with their other partner, and he listening to your music. They walk in the house. They girl listening to your music. They go downstairs. The kids doing a dance to your music. Now they are hypnotized with hatred.